MTN Business Broadband.
First National Bank, Bank of the Changeables.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited, large and in charge with quality but affordable home appliances and consumer electronics.
Designed for the driven.
It's another Thursday morning. Hello, and many thanks for joining us. This is the business edition of 21 Minutes with KKB. My name is Kwabna Chenchayini Boate. Today also we have another interesting guests, and like many of the people you've seen on this show in the past few weeks or so, she also had a stint with the bank. For some strange reason though, she left and is doing something rather, should I say, interesting. You see your skin, it can take you places and it can also take you to some other places. So she has gone into the production of products, getting you things that will make your skin glow. Looking forever young, that's the thing now, right? Except that whatever she's producing is not just for aesthetic purposes. It's for consumption as well. So you can eat what you use on your skin. Well, there's more after this break. Stay with us.
When we connect, everything is possible. Whatever seems unreachable becomes even closer. Building partnerships, redefining the norms. Because when we connect, being there becomes possible, and new ideas come to life. Stay ahead and stay connected with MTN Business Broadband. Superior internet solutions that drive your dreams. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
From weekend warrior to workhorse, when you get behind the wheel of the new MG ZS. The luxurious sedan experience meets the rugged frontier spirit of the SUV. Indulgently generous interiors, hill start assist system for unwanted uphill traffic, and the touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay for easy mobile phone. Designed for the driven.
Many thanks for staying with us, and like I said today, it's going to be a very interesting conversation. We'll do some banking conversation before we go into the real deal, but as you do know, the show is proudly brought to you by MTN Business. MTN Business is your partner for growth, and they keep telling you that as a micro, small scale, medium scale enterprise owner, what do you need? You need to cut costs as much as possible and make the most of the little resources you have. And so don't go around spending money on data, on SMS, on calls and all of that. No, they have an SME Plus package for you. You just have to dial *5060# and that's it. You subscribe to that package and you have all of these things bundled into one for you. Again, on Mondays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. you get to call any of your business partners, your friends, your colleagues for free. Only on MTN. And so what you have to do is very simple. Like I said, dial *5060# to sign up today. Also, you can WhatsApp or call the number 0244 308 111 for more information, and stay connected everywhere you go. The show is also brought to you in partnership with First National Bank Ghana. And First National Bank is saying that, how can we help you? You need support. Yes, we all need support. They are saying they are here for you. All you have to do is to switch right now. Once you switch, you enjoy 3 months free banking from First National Bank. You don't have to pay any charge on anything when you're banking with them for the first 3 months. Absolutely free. So what are you waiting for? Of course, this is some very, very good news. Visit any of their branches in Accra, Kumasi, or Takoradi, or call 0242 435 050. And what they will do is that they will send one of their friendly business bankers to you to start the switch process. First National Bank, how can we help you? There's also support from MG Motors, and MG Motors is suggesting that, listen, get the best available cars at very, very moderate prices. At MG Motors, every day is Black Friday. You don't have to wait for a particular day to go in there and have a good quality car at an affordable price. Every day is Black Friday. And we have also support from the makers electronics, and in this festive season, what you do know is that you need to spec up the place, get some amazing products in your house, and get the kids happy, get the entire family happy. So all you have to do is to walk into any of their branches scattered all over the country, and you'll be happy you did. But of course, right now, let me introduce my guests. You know a lot about her in one way or the other, or perhaps the name Amoabeng means a lot more to you. Well, this is Violet Amoabeng. I don't know if she likes or loves the color violet, but that happens to be her name, and she's doing something really, really amazing, not just to make you look beautiful. Violet, thanks for joining us.
You're most welcome. That's an interesting introduction.
Yeah, how have you been?
Good, thank you.
Do you get that thing also? When you mention your name, people are like, wait, are you Amoabeng, as in Amoabeng?
Yeah, actually, I do. I still get that a lot.
Okay. So people know that you are related to Prince Kofi Amoabeng.
I think the name Amoabeng is actually not that common. So if you usually say Amoabeng, they kind of connect.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, that's my dad.
How is it like knowing that, I mean, going out there?
How's it like?
Yeah, I mean.
It's a blessing, man. Like, the guy's awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of cool he's my dad, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah.
Then you must have been very saddened by all of the things that happened in the past few years or so.
No, not at all. I mean, I have a very positive outlook on things, and I trust God. So whatever happens, like, I mean, I know, like, we try our best to be the best people we can be.
Right.
So whatever we go through, there's usually a blessing in it, and I mean, we feel pretty blessed. I mean, it wasn't all bad. Things
Right.
happen, but it's cool.
Okay. Tell us a bit about your story. Skin Gourmet.
Okay.
That's the brand.
Okay.
I don't like it when I walk in people's shadows. So I don't know whether it's same for you when people are like, oh, it's Amoabeng's daughter and she's doing so well, so because of this. But I want us to focus on you,
Yeah.
Violet, and what you've managed to achieve
Yeah.
within this period. How long have you done this though?
I started in 2014, so 7 years now.
7 years. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah, it's quite a long time. Yeah.
But before Skin Gourmet,
Yeah.
what were you into? What were you doing?
So, I mean, I've been working since I was 16.
16 years.
Since I was 16 years old. Like, when you come home from school, my dad always puts us to work. Not to, like, use us as slaves.
Not
but
child labor, though.
It's just to get sort of, like, work
Yeah,
ethic, right?
yeah.
So I started working at UT Holdings. I was first a receptionist. Then I went to a loan monitoring officer. Then I went to accounts. Then I went to corporate affairs.
Right.
Then I went to procurement as an officer. And I had to basically buy everything for the bank as one person in one room for the whole country.
Wow.
So that was tough. And then eventually I climbed my way up to the head of procurement. And I was head of procurement for not just UT Holdings. I moved on to the bank. And then in 2014, I was like, you know what? I had this like thing on my lip. It wasn't healing. And everyone was saying that was something that was not. And my friend was like, Charlie, just use shea butter. I'm thinking, bro, I just came from the States. What are you talking about shea butter for? and I ended up applying this on my lip. One ingredient versus a butter that had so many different ingredients. And this one went away in 3 days.
Wow.
No marks, no scarring, nothing. So I was like, wait a minute. Started comparing the two, and I was like, you know what? Guys, I'm going to create the best body butter the world has ever seen. And I just started with no research, no, like, nothing. Just started mixing, went to my bank, removed all of my savings. 145 cedis, by the way. I know when I say that, people always think it was a whole lot more money than that. It was only 145 cedis. Called my uncle. I was like, yo, uncle, I want to start this business. We started mixing, concocting. I came up with 3 formulas. Well, no, 1 formula. And it was in this ugly container I bought from Makola. You know those plastic ones? And then, like, I went to the printer. I designed my logo in PowerPoint, you know. Then I made my labels in Word, printed it out, cut it with scissors, put a glue stick, stuck it to it, you know what I'm saying? Made the first formulations, put in my wardrobe, like 1, 2, 3. Went to church. I said, God, have you seen my wardrobe? Give me a company. And out of that, that's how Skin Gourmet was formed. So when Skin Gourmet was first formed, I was still working at the bank.
Right.
And because, you know, people don't really trust in your product if they don't know your product name. So
Yeah.
I would take my salary from the bank and I'll buy my own products and I'll give it away. And then people would eventually start coming back. And so slowly, that's how I built it. We have been bootstrapping since 2014. No investors, no loans. And no, my dad did not give me shilling.
Why?
Why wouldn't he do that?
Why wouldn't you invest in the
I think
business?
that makes a lot of sense, actually, because, okay, we have this analogy, right? You can get into any boardroom. But if you get into a boardroom with that guy who had absolutely nothing and climbed his way up there, you are in big trouble because this person has struggled. So they are much stronger than you. So he doesn't invest because that's how he started. He didn't have someone investing into his business. He struggled to get where he was, and that's why he's so strong. So why would he cripple me by making it softer or easier?
The whole concept is to struggle so your kids don't have to go through that same hustle.
No. That's a wrong ideology. If you think about even Bill Gates, he says he's not going to give his money to his kids. The idea is that
nobody's saying give money away.
No, but if you want to be good at your job, if you want to be one of the best, you have to struggle to get there. Like I always say, constraint is the birthplace of innovation. It's when you have nowhere to turn that you have the best ideas. That's when you come up with the best solutions. You come up with the ones that are most original. You find a way to market yourself. But if someone's just pumping money into your business, you're not going to be as original. It's not going to be as difficult. And I'll tell you, I honestly appreciate it. Till today, I'll tell you where I stand is because he let me go through the hard things, and I respect him for that.
Okay, that's one way of looking at it. For those watching also, they may be asking themselves, could it be that perhaps he didn't believe in the product?
Absolutely not. My father believes me 1,000%. I'm educated in probably the best place I could possibly be educated in. He's always there for me when I need him.
Right.
The point is, we don't believe in business where it's easy. We believe in business where you struggle and you make it on your own. Otherwise, like you said earlier, you be living in your father's shadow. But I struggle for this, man. I work for this on my own. This is mine.
I see. So essentially, you've had to grow this on your own for the past, 7 years?
7 years, yeah, 7 years. Before we were able to even get a grant. And I'm actually really proud of what I've done. Yeah.
I was just about asking something about your dad, but I think I'll just...
Plus, okay, let me not say proud of what I have done. Okay, plus. This journey's been good for me because I think in the struggle, you get to get closer to God. Like I told you in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's the help I needed. Okay, I don't need help from a person. I need, your parents can guide you. But for what I want to build and where I want to go, it has to do a lot with your character as well. So I have to give the credit to God there. Yeah.
Okay. So in doing this for 7 years, I can imagine it's been tough. It's been difficult. What have been some of the challenging situations you've had to overcome?
I can't.
Maybe just a handful, maybe three scenarios.
I'll try, but honestly, every day is a struggle. Like, even, when you're thinking of how to even source your raw materials, where to even get your capital from.
Yeah.
Even with feedback you get from customers, how people, for example, I'll tell you this one guy, one of my dad's friends, horrible person. I'm not going to say his name. I was like, okay, I want to go for this market. It was a trade fair. I had only made 800 Ghana cedis. Like, that was all the money I'd ever made. He was like, oh yeah, Charlie, spend that money. Go to the market. I promise you, if you don't make it, I'll give you the money back. The market flopped. I mean, I lost all my money. So I'm back and I was like, so the market flopped. He was like, oh, that's too bad.
Sikanashi.
And so then you have to really, but then I learned that just because I can take a risk does not mean that I'll lose everything.
Yeah.
And so I didn't become so risk averse. Instead, I realized I could take more risks. For example, when we started, it was very difficult to get our products registered because the concept is quite hard.
Yeah.
But you have to keep going, keep forging, and better explaining what the product is in order to get people to support you. So it's funny to say it's very hard, and there's so many challenges, but every challenge has a reward once you overcome it. When you struggle and you learn and you overcome, it's like you get a little nugget or a little piece of wisdom, and you add that to your arsenal, and then you keep going, and it keeps getting harder. I mean, even recently, staff issues are something else altogether.
Right.
We had to do a complete overhaul of staff, a complete and total overhaul. That again would be difficult, but instead, no, our company is in a much better position now. So, struggles are good.
Interesting. So, this fair you speak of.
Yeah.
You said at the time you had made about 800 Ghana cedis.
Only 800 Ghana cedis.
When was this?
This was in 2014. I had just started, literally, around December time. No, it was 2015, around Valentine's Day. Okay. I remember.
That's about a year into...
Not quite. I wasn't quite even a year old.
So let's say 6 months to 8 months.
Something like that.
Taking a look at the struggles from then up until now, what would you say perhaps are the key things that have brought you this far and have made your product so successful? We'll be coming to your products in a bit, though.
I've made my product so successful. I think, you see, it's actually the struggle that has helped us, right? Like, you start in an industry, then it's like, how do you differentiate What makes your products different? Because right now our segment is extremely saturated. So you have to think, how exactly do you differentiate? Now, differentiation means you have to go back, you have to reflect, you have to do your research, you have to reapply, you have to basically redesign the whole company so that you can move forward. So that was also really helpful.
Right.
Struggles like, for example, as I said, staffing issues teach you how to be a better leader. Because if you keep facing the same problem over and over again, you realize that no, the issue is you.
Yeah.
What is it that you need to change in yourself? So I think in all of this, what I've learned is reflection, 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 reflection. So it's not always just being on the go 24/7. Sometimes you need to stop, you need to pause, you need to think. Figure out why you are where you're at, what you need to change, and then change it. And a lot of those times, you cannot easily go out to somebody for help. You know, this is your business.
Yeah.
You have to handle it. You have to figure it out. And you have to remember that people are actually relying on you. You're paying salaries.
Yeah.
So you need to figure it out. So I think the struggles actually is what has brought us where we are today, because it was facing, I want to say face the wall, that sounds like a good thing. It's, you know, facing the tight corners, facing the hard times, and figuring out how to overcome. And the key for me is I never give up. I choose to never stop. No matter how hard it gets, I know that there's a treasure on the other side. If I figure this out, I'm going to be a better person for it.
Let's take a look at the products you are doing. Of all the things you could veer into, you decided to go into skincare products.
Edible skincare products.
Yeah. We'll come to the edibility of it, if there's any such thing like that. But yeah, one is why you decided to choose skincare products, and two, why you decided to go a notch higher, well, several notches higher, to make a conscious effort at producing things that can be eaten.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember I said she was my lip.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's on your mouth, essentially it's going in your body, right? Now, how I chose skincare, I would say it's really my calling, right? I never, when I was a kid, and my mom, I mean, when I was really little, don't tell I told this. She might see this, but anyway. She's like, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be an assassin. I never said I want to be a doctor or I want to be a lawyer. I never had something I wanted to be. I just knew that I wanted to be a great person or a good person. So when I found this with my lip, again, it's me trying to solve a problem. And I went that higher notch because I realized, listen, whatever you put on your skin, right? See this hand sanitizer, just spray it on my hand, right? Even if you leave it here for a while, it goes inside your body.
Yeah, it does.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you can't eat it, why would you put on your skin if it's going to end up in the same place? So that's why I decided, okay, let's make sure the skincare is edible. Also, it'll give the consumer more than one choice, right? Apart from that, if you really study our Ghanaian culture, really study it, where we get all of our raw materials from, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, what they're putting on their skin is the same thing that they're actually eating, except for something like soap. So this is already Ghanaian culture that was there, but somehow we let go of it and we started following the West. So putting all those things together is how we decided to come up with it.
And how was the reception to it?
It was terrible. It was terrible. At first and foremost, when I first started, people didn't even trust Made in Ghana. So that already is off-putting in the market. Then secondly, skincare you can eat was such a foreign concept, even though it's something that we used traditionally. So it's been 7 long years of trying to convince people, talking to people, but I think now people are understanding, and also Ghanaians, I call it the rise of the new Ghanaian.
Right.
There's a new Ghanaian out there, and this new Ghanaian is one that supports its own culture, wants to push its own brand forward, and believes in who they are, and are not so ready to accept from the West as much as they were before.
I see. So let's take a look at the products now. So I've seen the the sanitizer here and the like. Which other products do you currently have on the market?
Woo, man, that's a lot. Okay, so we have edible butters. I'll just put it there. Edible butters, which include a lot of shea butter base.
So that's
cocoa
the
butter base.
the Nkuto, right?
Not quite.
Okay.
Nkuto is only one of them, right? Then we have our edible oils. So we have like shea oil, castor oil, coconut oil, neem oil, baobab oil, moringa oil, beard oil. Now we're
Sorry, the ladies watching this. I'm sure you understand it better. Sorry, I'm lost, but yeah.
And then with the butters, we have, of course, we have our hemp butter, we have hemp butter, we have shea butter, we have coconut butter, we have cocoa butter, we have cocoa and wild honey butter. Then we have, of course, our cleansers. And then we have, in the cleansers, we have our toners, we have our black soap, we have our coffee and black soap scrub. Then we have our edible scrubs, which is basically our hibiscus scrub, our baobab scrub, our coconut scrub, our cocoa scrub, and a plethora of others, including clay masks, turmeric masks, and then we have our masks and teas, which is like our honey, our cocoa powder, our moringa tea, those type of things. And then we have what we call accessories, which is like our hats, our shirts, our wooden boxes, things like that.
Oh, okay. So
it's a lot.
A bit more beyond even the skincare products now.
Of course, yeah. It's not just about the skincare products. People actually really love our brand.
Okay.
So they want the shirts, they want the hats, and we, of course, we want to share. Like.
When we connect, everything is possible. Whatever seems unreachable becomes even closer. Building partnerships, redefining the norms. Because when we connect, being there becomes possible, and new ideas come to life. Stay ahead and stay connected with MTN Business Broadband. Superior internet solutions that drive your dreams. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
Kwajo, I wish you well on your new job and place. Be fine.
Hello, Grandpa.
My grandson, I learned you are leaving your father's hacienda to go and increase your standard of living to an astronomical quotient. I believe that you are trying to bless him. This is my pneumatological aberration. From the Abinkunabolis to the eschatological divinity. I bought you these from the Makers Electronics Company Limited. Take it. Go forth and conquer.
My son, when you receive your first salary, the next line of action, make sure so to the Makers Electronics Company Limited.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited. Our Taifa Highway. Obesan Womo. Our Amasaman Zongo Junction. Ashraman so Omo Paco Flats. Kumasi. Ahinema Kokobe. The Makers Emma up to 67% discount. Fred the Makers Electronics Company Limited is here. 055 22 22 253 and 055 22 22 254. The Kawun CCR called the Makers Electronics Company Limited. The Makers Electronics Company Limited, large and in charge with quality but affordable home appliances and consumer electronics.
From weekend warrior to workhorse, when you get behind the wheel of the new MG ZS. The luxurious sedan experience meets the rugged frontier spirit of the SUV. Indulgently generous interiors, hill start assist system for unwanted uphill traffic, and the touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay for easy mobile phone. Designed for the driven.
I think I saw on either your handle or on Ashley Coffee's handle a bit of a partnership sort of. Or
yeah, we have a lot of partnerships with Ghanaian brands.
Okay.
So
what's that about?
Well, you see, Asili Coffee is very interesting because it's actually from my hometown.
Okay.
And he's one of the first Ghanaians to be able to grow coffee in Ghana. So for us, we only source from Ghana. We don't source from outside of the country as much as possible. Unless if it's something that has to do with quality, right? So currently, we're only sourcing in Ghana. So when you find a company like Asili Coffee, it's good to partner with them so that you can also help grow their business.
Right.
And as you are exporting, you're also pushing their business. And at the end of the day, we're pushing the full Ghanaian economy.
Yeah, that's a good one. So which other brands are you working with in such scenarios?
Okay, so we work with an NGO called My Dream, which is in the north, which is where we source our shea butter from.
Okay. That's nice.
And then we also work with artisans. So a lot of our oils come from artisans that actually press it themselves. And then even with our branded gear, we work with, for example, Bespoke Fabrications, who makes our branded boxes, makes our branded spoons. And then, of course, we have our designer, who does our labels and our packaging here in Ghana. That's Design Box. So we have so many different of them, plethora.
And everything is done here?
Everything is done here.
Every single thing?
Except for glass. Because Ghana does not have a glass factory.
Okay. So where do you source that?
I wouldn't want to say that on camera.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I see a lot of people posting your products now online.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I do see a number of them. And
cool.
so When I think the first time I saw it, did I take a screenshot to send to someone? We all know. I'm not too sure. I don't know. But yeah, I think I saw one and I was quite impressed. I was like, okay, that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing it on a bigger scale, on international markets and the like.
We're an international market.
Okay.
We're distributed in over 20 countries now.
Oh, really?
Yes, in over 6 continents.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
God.
Well, yeah, the God factor is there. Yeah, but really, how?
It's the God factor. I'm seriously putting that is what it is. What I do is I focus on quality.
Right.
So most people would go out trying to make the sales. I'm not a salesperson. I just really love our products and I love the people I work with. So my philosophy is people over profit. And because it's people over profit, I focus a lot on the production process, who the partnerships are, who it is that it's affecting. And of course our employees and of course the customers. And by doing that, your product becomes superior because you're focusing on how it affects people.
Yeah.
And that's even beyond the use of the product.
Yeah.
So for example, if you are buying our shea butter, right? You don't understand the community that's affecting and how it is that they are getting monies poured in. Even some of our employees, we pay their children's school fees.
Wow.
Yes, so the idea is once the product gives a person more than just what is in the container, once the product gives the customer more. So for example, you're saying, why can you do more than one thing with it? It's so safe, the customer can choose whatever they want to do with it. And that's the first time a skincare product will be able to give people that.
Yeah.
So it helps you to even be more creative and you can get more bang for your buck. And I think that's what people like. That you can actually take it out and decide you're going to sell it and make a higher profit margin. And you know at the same time you're affecting the lives of Ghanaians.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
Yeah.
you know whoever is using it is like, man, this product is bomb.
So if I picked your shea butter,
Yeah.
I could say fry eggs with it.
Yes, you could.
I could cook rice with it.
Yes, you could.
Pasta,
Yeah.
stew.
You can even make, we have this recipe online where you can actually make garlic bread with it. It's amazing. You put a little bit of parsley in
Oh.
it. You put a little bit of basil.
Okay.
You put your garlic in there. You put a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt.
For the
put
cooking,
all the
as
bread
for
in.
the cooking,
Away bus.
the cooking will be a problem for us.
And you
but
can use it
yeah.
on your hair.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. I like that. In the next, say, 5 years, I think if you're exporting to over 20 countries, I think you're there.
Not yet, but almost.
Okay, so Skin Gourmet,
Yeah.
the next 5 years, where do you see the brand going? What more do you want to do with it?
Okay, so the next 5 years, we're expecting to dominate the world.
Yeah.
We want Skin Gourmet in every single country.
Right.
We want our franchises to be out. We want Ghana to be known as the #1 country when it comes to quality skincare that you can eat.
Do you need support of any sort, maybe from government, from...
Again, let's go back to the struggle part. Can we go back to the struggle part?
Okay,
Let's go back to the struggle part.
Okay.
Listen, do I need help from somebody?
Yeah.
As much as we have grown and we have struggled, I think all the help I need is the help from God. I mean, there's a lot of avenues and things that you can have, but I'm not one of those people who believes that my government should help me. I believe I should help my government. Things are not perfect, but what's the point of our business if we're not lifting our own economy? Now, it's not easy and it is difficult,
Right.
but again, because of where I started from, I'm used to the struggle. I like the struggle. I can hustle, but so I don't need anyone to hold my hand and spoon feed me. All I need is the opportunity, and I'll try and make it happen.
Do you think successive governments have done enough to create the atmosphere or environment for businesses like
I don't
yourself
think about
to
our
succeed?
government. I don't think about our government at all.
They don't
I just
help.
focus on my business, what I have to do.
They don't help.
Okay, so we're down for strategic partnerships. Of course, in terms of support, in terms of giving us opportunity, but I'm not the type of person who believes in handouts. Like, if we have to work for it, we'll work for it, but I believe Skin Gourmet is here to help others too, not just to take upon ourselves. So, strategic partnerships, yes. Opportunities, yes. Do I need help? Yes. Buy our product. That's helping us buy the product. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of expecting that the government would help us, I find that a bit difficult when I think us as a country as a whole, we all need to support each other, all of us. And we also need to support our government.
Right. Violet Amoabeng, very, very interesting personality, World domination it is for Skin Gourmet. She's the founder and chief executive officer for that very company. And like I said, they do everything skincare, and they say if it's not good enough to be eaten, it's not good enough to be on your skin. And you should take note of that. Nowadays, you see people and some are looking green and yellow and everything. You can't be
I
too
did not
sure.
say that. He said that. I did not say that.
So yeah, there's a product right here. There are several of such products. Castor oil, I think that's stuck. Coconut oil, shea butter, a lot.
Moringa oil.
A whole lot.
Moringa powder.
Listen, is there a website?
Yes,
they can
there is.
Okay, what's it?
So just go to www.skingourmet.com, SKINGOURMET.com. We're on Instagram, Skin Gourmet GH. We're on Facebook, Skin Gourmet. We're on Snapchat, Skin Gourmet. We're on Twitter, Skin Gourmet. We're on TikTok, Skin Gourmet.
Skin Gourmet. If you are finding it difficult pronouncing it, don't worry. You can just say gourmet.
Hey, we beg,
gourmet.
please, we beg.
Feel free to massacre the name. Just visit the website, skingourmet.com, right?
Yeah, and also you can reach us on WhatsApp.
Okay.
So our WhatsApp number is 020-8979-302.
Okay. So there you have it. Violet Amoabeng. She says that she doesn't want anybody's support. No.
I didn't say support, though. I said I didn't need anyone's help.
She doesn't need your help.
I don't need your help. I just need the opportunity, and I'll figure it out.
She doesn't need your help. All you need to do, just support the brand. If you want to help, you can buy the products. Even if you don't want to use it, you can give it to people who really want to use it. I want to use it too. Buy one for me this Christmas. A gift set. Oh, you have gift sets?
Yes.
Yeah. So do that. Visit the website. You can go ahead and purchase online, or you can check out the WhatsApp number as well. Send them a WhatsApp. And why not? You'll be going a long way to helping a lot more communities who are also benefiting from this very innovative thing Violet is doing. But we have to call it a wrap now. My name is Kwabena Chencheni Boati. The show was proudly brought to you by MTN Business. MTN Business is your partner for good. Also brought to you in partnership with First National Bank Ghana, as well as MG Motors and the Makers Electronics. We shot this very episode at Selassie Bar and Grill at Ashaliboche, Maijo. And of course, as I keep saying, I'll see you soon, hopefully, with another guest you expected.
The business edition of 21 Minutes with KKB was proudly brought to you by
MTN Business Broadband.
First National Bank, Bank of the Changeables.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited, large and in charge with quality but affordable home appliances and consumer electronics.
Designed for the driven,